So in our last lecture, we had started with the alteration of the memorandum and articles of association. And before studying the alteration of memorandum of association, we did section number 12. This section number 12 was for the registered office of the company. So registered office, so every new company needs to appoint or needs to have a registered office. Within how many days? If you can write your answer in the comment section. Within how many days of incorporation, the company must have a registered office of its own? Within how many days? 182 days. Ronak, no. 60. Prathamesh, no. Within how many days the registered office should be there? Nemin is correct. Saloni is correct. Dhaval, Vinith, correct. Muskan, wrong. Ronak, incorrect. Prathamesh, incorrect. It's 30 days, right? So within 30 days of incorporation, a new company must have its own registered office. Apart from that, every existing company needs to maintain the registered office at all the times, yes or no? And then if ROC believes that the company is not doing its business there at the registered office or it does not exist, the registered office, then they can do the investigation. They can do a physical verification, and after that, the company can be striked off also, right? And also, company has had to file e-form active. Okay, we covered that. So this is section 12. So just see, this is within 30 days of incorporation. Okay. The verification of the registered office, this will be done, right? And also the registered office should be there. Apart from that, we also discussed about the shifting of the registered office. So if you have to shift the registered office, then from one ROC to another ROC, so these were the steps. So broadly, if you see, and then we discussed the alteration. So every alteration in the memorandum of association will be through the special resolution. Now, any change in the name of the company, approval will be given. Now, can you tell me one reason that we had discussed the alteration of the memorandum of association? So in the memorandum of association, okay, now let's see how well you have understood the provisions. So I say we have the memorandum of association. In the memorandum of association, you have the domicile clause, okay, basically where the registered office is situated. So this is the situation clause. This is the situation clause. This is where you say the registered office of the company, correct? Now, whenever the registered office is going to change, okay, so if the registered office is going to change within the local limits of the city, within the local limits, then in that case, you need to pass the board resolution and it can be done. But if I say it will be shifted outside the local limits, then in that case, you'll have to see whether it is within the same ROC in the jurisdiction. So basically outside the local limits means it will be within the same state, right? So within the same ROC, answer is yes. Then you need to pass a special resolution. But no, it is from one ROC to another ROC. Then you need to pass the special resolution, plus you also need the RD approval. And thereafter, you have where the registered office is going to change from one state to another, one state to the another state, right? So this is, let's say, 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So 1 and 2, this is covered under section 12. But if I say the third one, this is covered under section 13. This is covered under section 13. Now, can you tell me why so? Why this is not covered here or why the other two are not covered in section number 13? मेरे क्वेश्चन को समझे आप लोग? मेरे क्वेश्चन को समझे आप लोग? तो अब आप बताओ ऐसा क्यों नहीं है? अच्छा, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड, आर दीज टू ऑल्टरेशन? क्या ये दोनों ऑल्टरेशन है? क्या 1 and 2 ऑल्टरेशन है? इज दिस ऑल्टरेशन ऑफ मेमोरेंडम 1 and 2? Prathamesh is saying no, others are saying yes. Why so? Why so? Dhaval is saying yes. Prathamesh, you are saying no. Why? आप ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हो? Why are you saying that this will not be an alteration? Aren't you changing your registered office? What about others? Please answer. Saloni is also saying yes. So here the answer is no. This is not alteration. Only this will be alteration. Prathamesh, will you give your reason why you said no? Why first and second is not alteration? Why 1 and 2? Prathamesh is saying because ROC is not changing. No. ऐसे तो एक बात बताओ. If this is the logic, then you see you have ROC Shillong. You have ROC Shillong, which has jurisdiction over Assam also, and it also has jurisdiction over Nagaland. So let's say a company shifts from Assam to Nagaland or from Nagaland to Assam. Is it the same state or different state? This is different state, but this will be same ROC. Is this alteration of memorandum? Is this alteration of memorandum? Is this alteration of memorandum? When a company shifts from Assam to Nagaland, state is changing, but the ROC remains same. Is this a alteration of memorandum? And then I give you another example. Let's say company shifts from Mumbai to, let's say, Nasik. Same ROC. You have same state plus same ROC. Then let's say I give you another example where I say, let's say Mumbai to Pune, same state and same ROC. Now tell me one thing. Which of the one is alteration of memorandum? Let's say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Which of the following is alteration of memorandum? 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3, and option E, all. A, B, C, D, E. Which of the following is correct? 1. So all of you are answering 1. What about others? 2 and 3. Is it alteration of memorandum? No. But earlier you all were saying yes. Of course, the correct answer to this question is 1. But why this is not alteration? Why these two are not alteration? Why these two are not alteration? Same state. Okay. So if it is in the same state, doesn't it amount to alteration? If it is in the same state, doesn't it amount to alteration? So answer is yes. If it's in the same state, it is not alteration. But why? If it's the same state. No, Dhaval, no. Jurisdiction is same, but jurisdiction किसका? Whose jurisdiction? अगर आप बोलोगे आरओसी का jurisdiction तो फिर तो ये भी नहीं हुआ, because आरओसी का jurisdiction यहाँ पे सेम है, सेम आरओसी. इट इज बिकॉज, तो फिर तो फर्स्ट वाला भी ऑल्टरेशन नहीं हुआ. बट आप सबने बताया फर्स्ट वाला ऑल्टरेशन है, एंड यू ऑल हैव आंसर्ड इट करेक्ट आल्सो. सो हाउ कम दिस इज ऑल्टरेशन? दैट्स बिकॉज what is there? No, 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 यश, nothing. अरे वो तो ठीक है, एम्प्लॉइज आर नॉट अफेक्टेड एंड लीगल केसेस विल नॉट चेंज्ड, दैट इज ऑल सेपरेट इशू. बट आई एम आस्किंग यू whether it is an alteration of memorandum or not. Why case 2 and 3 will be covered in section 12, that is the section for registered office, and why the first case will be covered in section 13, which is for the alteration of the memorandum of association. मेरा क्वेश्चन आप समझे कि जब हम फर्स्ट केस में भी अपने रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस को शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में, सो टेक्निकली सेक्शन 12 में कवर होना चाहिए. Why it is not getting covered in section 12? या फिर second and third, this should also get covered in section number 13, since we are shifting the registered office, even though it is within the same state or under the same ROC, does not make a difference. For this, you need to check what do you write in the memorandum of association for your registered office. What do you write? What do you write? आप अपने मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन में रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस के लिए क्या लिखते हो? फिर से एमओए का लेक्चर आप वापस से अपने ब्रेन को लेकर जाओ. ड्रैग इट बैक टू द फर्स्ट लेक्चर ऑफ मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन or drag it back to foundation lectures. What is written in the memorandum of association with respect to the registered office? Except for Vinith, all of you should get it correct. Now why I'm excluding Vinith here? Because Vinith को मैंने फाउंडेशन में नहीं पढ़ाया. So अगर विनीत गलत भी आंसर करेगा तो he will have the privilege to say that मुझे फाउंडेशन में पढ़ाया नहीं गया था, even though that can be false. But you all cannot say no one taught us in foundation about it, because I expressly mentioned you this particular point. What is written? Saloni has answered that state in which the ROC is located in the domicile clause. Is it state in which the ROC is located? Then we will say ROC Shillong is located in Meghalaya. So what will you write? Where the company is situated? Meghalaya, Assam. Where will you write? Dhawal, address of the company. Arey baapre. Galat. Prathamesh, correct. Where the registered office is situated. Ujwal, address of the registered office. उज्जवल धवल, आप लोग मेरे सामने होते तो मैं अभी डंडा मारता, because I had expressly mentioned that the memorandum of association do not have the address of the registered office. I had also explained it in your CA intermediate level also. What is mentioned in the memorandum of association is only the state in which the registered office is situated. So even though the registered office of the company shifts from one one city to the other city within the same state, even though the jurisdiction of the ROC changes or it does not, still the memorandum of association do not change, because you are at the end of the day you are within the same state. So in point number 2, point number 3, your correct answer would be why this is not alteration, because you are in the same state. Mumbai is in Maharashtra, Nasik is also in Maharashtra. Okay, Mumbai is also in Maharashtra, Pune is also in Maharashtra. So this is not alteration of the memorandum of association. But if I say from Assam to Nagaland, then irrespective whether the ROC is same or different, this will amount to the alteration of the situation clause, and therefore you would require CG approval. ये समझा आपको guys? ये समझा आपको? So if it is from one state to the other state, then in that case you will require special resolution, plus you will also require CG approval. ओके, देखो कितना फंडामेंटल पॉइंट है, ये किसी के दिमाग में हिट करना चाहिए था. वाई within the local limits BR, outside the local limits again SR or SR plus regional director. But from one state to the other, it will be what? It will be only CG approval. I mean SR plus CG approval. Why? Because this is alteration of MOA. This is the alteration of memorandum of association. Hence, this will be covered under section 13. अरे बताओ बच्चा लोग, ये क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? ये क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? ओके, चलिए. So let's see. We will discuss what are the steps for shifting of the registered office. So what the company will have to do? The company will have to provide. So basically, to shift the registered office from one state to another. So what will you do here? First of all, the company will have to pass the special resolution. Yes or no? So company will have to pass the board resolution. Thereafter, company will have to pass the special resolution. And after that, company will have to do the application. Application to the central government. Yes or no? In the application, what all things will be attached? You will also provide the list of creditors. Correct? You will provide the list of creditors. Then you will also give a declaration of inquiry into the affairs of the company. that the company is going to remain solvent, right? This is with respect to the solvency of the company. Thereafter, that no employees will be retrenched. Right? No employees are going to be retrenched. After that, the company will also have to do the advertisement. There will be advertisement in the newspaper. Yes or no? This will be in which language? One in English language plus the other in vernacular language. Please don't write this local language. Okay. There is nothing called as local language. You need to mention about the vernacular language. Yes or no? Then the objections will be received. Correct? Whatever objections are received, you need to again provide. The company is going to provide the reply to that. Yes or no? And thereafter, so if the objections are received, then in that case, company to reply for those objections. And thereafter, central government will allow CG to allow the shifting. Yes or no? And then CG will allow the shifting of how many days? Within 60 days. Or CG may also reject. CG may mention that the company will not be allowed to file the application. Thereafter, CG to order the confirmation. Basically, central government will give the order for the confirmation. And after that, the registered office will be shifted. So thereafter, it will be allowed to shift the registered office of the company. Okay. And then you will have to file the order of the central government to the registrar. Correct. So file the order of central government to the registrar of companies. Guys, clear? Is this clear? Now, who is central government here? Who is central government here? It's the regional director. It's the regional director. Okay. It's the regional director, not MCA. And then if you see this, sorry, not here. If you see this, for the name change, the central government may allow. So this central government is ROC. This central government is ROC, and that is regional director. Okay. So this was for the alteration of the registered office. I think this is one of the important slide. This is also important, and even this is important for your exam. ये दोनों slide आपके लिए important है, right? exam perspective, very, very important, right? If you get a question for these two, do mention in the comment section, not comment section, but at the end of the answer, please mention there that this will not be considered as the alteration of the memorandum of association. Why? Because there is no change of the state of the registered office. The state of the registered office is same, and since the state of the registered office is same, it will not amount to the alteration of the memorandum of association. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss the other alterations in the memorandum of association. So now we have subsection 8. This is for the alteration of the object clause of the company. So just see this, just pick up. Yeah. So subsection 8, why I'm not able to see the cursor here. Guys, just 1 minute. I'm not able to